My name is Camila, and I'm 21 years old. You could say I'm a writer by trade. I have an older brother, Brady, who's 30. He graduated from college and now works for a well-established company. Our parents passed away in a car accident when I was in junior high. That tragedy left me struggling with depression, and I shut myself off from the world. Because of this, I wasn't able to attend high school. However, with medical treatment and my brother's unwavering support, I slowly found my way back. At the time of our parents' passing, Brady had just started his career. Even though it was tough on him, he took on the responsibility of looking after me and managing everything at home. I eventually started helping out with household chores, cooking, and cleaning, which helped me regain a sense of normalcy. Now, the two of us live in the house our parents left behind. Since I work from home, I take care of most of the cooking and shopping. Running errands and preparing meals bring me a sense of comfort and routine. I genuinely enjoy cooking, experimenting with different recipes and carefully following instructions, so I've become quite skilled at it. During the years I spent isolated, Brady bought me a laptop and encouraged me to explore the world online. "There's so much out there you haven't seen," he told me. His words sparked my curiosity, and I started exploring different places through photos and videos. Before long, I found myself wanting to visit those places in real life. Sometimes Brady would take me on trips, and other times I ventured out on my own. Without his support, I might have remained withdrawn. Eventually, I discovered the possibility of working from home, which gave me financial independence and more confidence to go outside. Bit by bit, I reclaimed my life. Brady has always been more than just a big brother. He became a guardian figure to me. He's both kind and firm, which helped him succeed in life. His dedication to his studies paid off, and after graduating from a prestigious university, he landed a job at a top company. Now, 7 years later, he has climbed the ranks to a senior position. As time passed, Brady changed in one significant way. He had always been shy around women, but after seeing his friends settle down, he finally decided to date. Through a mutual friend, he met someone special. After 2 years together, he proposed, and they planned to marry. One day, he invited me to dinner at a cozy, traditional restaurant. "There's someone I want you to meet," he said. Nervously, he introduced me to Daisy, his fiancée. She was 2 years younger than Brady, graduated from the same university as him, and worked for a major food company. Her wavy, shoulder-length hair gave her a mature and elegant look. "Nice to meet you. I'm Daisy. You're so adorable. I've always wanted a sister, so I'm really excited to have you as my sister-in-law." She greeted me enthusiastically. I smiled and responded, "It's nice to meet you too. Please take care of my brother." Daisy seemed friendly, though her makeup was a little heavier than I expected. She soon turned the conversation toward me. "Brady graduated from a top university, so you must have gone to a good college too, right?" she asked curiously. Before I could answer, Brady stepped in. "Actually, Camila didn't attend college," he said. "When our parents passed away, she was in her 3rd year of middle school. It took a while for her to recover, but she's doing great now." Daisy's expression changed. "Wait, you were unwell in junior high, so you didn't even go to high school?" she asked, visibly surprised. I felt the need to clarify. "That's right, it was a difficult time, and I caused a lot of trouble for my brother, but thanks to him, I was able to get back on my feet, and I'm incredibly grateful for that." Daisy responded with a vague, "I see, that's interesting." Wanting to lighten the mood, I added playfully, "Brady may look older than his age because of all the responsibility he's taken on, but he's got a great personality. Please appreciate him for more than just his appearance." Brady chuckled, trying to steer the conversation in a lighter direction. "What are you saying, you little rascal?" But Daisy didn't laugh. At the time, I thought she was just touched by the story of my brother's dedication. Later, I learned more about Daisy's family. Her parents, along with most of her relatives, were highly accomplished graduates of prestigious universities, holding high-ranking jobs as doctors, lawyers, and executives. Her father was an executive at a major publishing house, and her mother was the president of a local women's association. Brady, despite his demanding job, was deeply involved in the wedding preparations. Seeing how happy he was, I helped in any way I could. Then, one day, I received an unexpected phone call. The number was unfamiliar, but since it was properly identified, I decided to answer. "Hello," I said hesitantly. "Camila, this is Kate, Daisy's mother," the voice on the other end said. I felt a wave of nervousness. "Oh, what can I do for you?" Kate's tone was firm. I heard from Daisy that you never attended high school and that your highest level of education is middle school. Is that correct? I wasn't sure where this was going, but I answered honestly. Yes, that's true. After losing my parents, I struggled with my mental health and couldn't continue my education. I see, she said. I sympathize, but the fact remains that you're a middle school graduate, correct? Yes, I confirmed. She sighed. Then I have a request. Please don't attend Brady and Daisy's wedding. I was stunned. Excuse me? Kate continued matter-of-factly. Daisy and Brady come from highly educated backgrounds. Our family members are all college graduates. Many held prestigious positions. We'll have distinguished guests at the wedding, she said. I remained silent, beginning to see where she was going with this. She then added, having someone like you, who never finished school, at the wedding would be inappropriate. We wouldn't know how to introduce you to our guests without embarrassment, so please do us this favor and don't attend. I was speechless. After hanging up, I trembled with anger. Their obsession with social status had led them to see me as unworthy simply because of my educational background, but I had never been ashamed of my life. I knew I had nothing to be embarrassed about. Still, I couldn't help but wonder, would my presence at the wedding bring trouble for my brother? When I told Brady about the conversation, he didn't hesitate. Don't worry about a thing. You're my sister, my only family. I want you at my wedding, and I'll protect you no matter what, he assured me firmly. But if my being there causes issues for you, I don't mind staying away, I admitted. Brady shook his head. There's no way I'd let that happen. You're my sister. A brother who doesn't stand up for his family would be the one to feel ashamed, not you. His words brought tears to my eyes. Thank you, Brady, I exhaled. My brother's words gave me strength, and I decided to attend the wedding. When our family's representative, my uncle, introduced me, Daisy's parents looked at me with clear displeasure. Brady noticed, but he remained composed. Their cold reception was obvious. The family seating was at the very back, far from the head table. I briefly wondered if they hadn't prepared a seat for me, but there it was. As I sat down, sharp glances pierced me from across the room. Kate, Daisy's mother, stared directly at me. She walked over and hissed, "Why are you here? Didn't I tell you not to come? You'll shame our family." I met her gaze. I am Brady's sister. I have every right to be here. Such nerve from a middle school graduate. You'll regret this. With that, she stormed off. The ceremony began. Brady looked different, dressed in a sleek suit, his expression calm yet radiant. Daisy was beautiful in her wedding gown. I smiled despite the tension. Then, as soon as the applause settled, Kate stood up and whispered to the MC. Moments later, she grabbed the microphone and addressed the guests. All our family members are highly educated professionals. We welcomed Brady into our family because of his achievements. But there is a problem, she announced dramatically. She turned toward me. His sister, a mere middle school graduate. She is an embarrassment. We demand that Brady disown her. If not, this marriage cannot proceed. Gasps filled the room. She handed the mic to Brady with a triumphant smirk. Brady took a deep breath and responded, "Yes, my sister didn't finish high school, but she's my only family. I will never disown her. Therefore, I'm calling off this wedding and cutting ties with this family." Silence fell. Then, in one swift motion, he slammed the microphone onto the table, stood up, and walked toward me with a smile, as if a weight had lifted. "Camila, let's go home." We walked out together. Later, I heard that chaos erupted after we left. Daisy cried hysterically, and her parents were scolded by their relatives. The wedding reception was cancelled, and they had to return all the gifts. A few days later, my brother received a call from our uncle. "Brady, your actions were bold but necessary. If this hadn't happened, I would have had no choice but to disown you. But you did the right thing. If anything, your sister deserves an apology more than money." A meeting was arranged at our home to discuss the fallout. Daisy's parents arrived, bringing a gift and money as an apology, but their words felt hollow, more like a formality than genuine remorse. Kate sighed dramatically. "We should have done a thorough background check. That would have prevented this mess." Zachary, Daisy's father, added, "Brady should have disclosed everything about his sister from the start. Then none of this would have happened." Their arrogance made my blood boil, but I had prepared for this moment. I calmly asked, "Zachary, you work at Rainbow Publishing, correct?" He raised an eyebrow. "Yes, I'm a director there. Why?" "I've been working with Rainbow Publishing, but since you look down on me so much, I've decided to terminate my contract. I'll be signing with your rival company instead. He scoffed. Go ahead, you're just one writer. It won't affect us at all. Ignoring his arrogance, I called my editor at Rainbow Publishing in front of him. I'd like to terminate my contract immediately. On the other end, my editor panicked. Wait, Miss Dalton, please reconsider. You're our top author. Zachary's expression faltered, then his phone rang. He answered confidently, but within seconds his face drained of color. Wait, what? The CEO is on the line? About what? His hands trembled as he listened. When he finally hung up, he turned to me, his voice shaking. You're the famous author Miss Dalton? I smiled. Yes, that's my pen name. Why? Beads of sweat formed on his forehead. Our CEO just informed me that losing you is a major blow to the company. He said I have to take responsibility. I could be demoted over this. Kate's face twisted in shock. You, demoted? If that happens, our reputation will be ruined. Daisy, who had remained silent until now, scoffed. Why are you groveling to a middle school dropout? Zachary snapped at her. She's the publishing house's top author. Losing her means massive financial loss. Panic spread between them. Kate clasped her hands together desperately. Please reconsider. If Zachary is demoted, we'll be too ashamed to face our relatives. Their pathetic pleas were almost laughable. I kept my voice steady. No, the discussion is over. Please leave. Brady, standing beside me, added firmly, if that's settled, then get out. With slumped shoulders, the three of them shuffled out of our home. After they left, Brady turned to me with wide eyes. So, you're a famous author? I had no idea. I chuckled. I never mentioned it. I started posting stories online, and one of them became popular. That's how I got my contract. A genuine smile spread across his face, his first real smile in a long time. Daisy, now infamous for the wedding disaster, struggled to find a new partner. After word spread, no one wanted anything to do with her. She eventually quit her job and became a recluse. Zachary, unable to handle his demotion, resigned. Kate, once the pride of her so-called elite family, became the subject of ridicule among her relatives. I'd say they got what they deserved. Meanwhile, the new publishing house I signed with supported me wholeheartedly. My novels were adapted into comics, and now there's talk of an anime adaptation. As for Brady, he's moved on. One day, I know a truly wonderful person will come into his life. For now, we're back to peaceful days. And with that, our story continues. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.